It's time to celebrate. After 2 years, friends and families are once again getting together over food. But some of us may have forgotten the basics.
Oh no, I've done this wrong.
And if you can't cook, a special dinner can be memorable.
I've burnt the scones. Yeah, all of them. Oh no!
For all the wrong reasons.
You're just a mess, man.
I'm not sure what to say, my man.
Hello there.
So thankfully, Dame Mary Berry is coming to the rescue.
But I'm here by your side, and you can ask me
thank you.
anything.
Teaching 3 hapless cooks
No, turn it off first.
how to make an incredible afternoon tea.
So not too difficult, is it?
Be on my gentle side now, Mary.
With help from celebrity friends,
I want you to do all the little extras.
So we're gilding the lily.
OK.
hard work,
There's no rest in this kitchen whatsoever.
and a touch of sparkle.
No, you scamp.
Can they surprise a loved one
All of you have got to get moving. We can't have an empty table.
with a fantastic feast to remember?
Oh, my God!
I love you all. Thank you. Thank you.
When it comes to laying on a feast, no one does it quite like Dame Mary Berry. So she's sharing her passion for cooking and teaching to help a group of hapless cooks lay on a surprise party for their friend. And she's enlisted some help. Celebs Go Dating's Tom Reed Wilson
Hello and welcome. I've got a little job for you. Are you ready?
Oh, consider me braced.
and his good friend, presenter Roman Kemp.
Welcome, Roman.
Hello.
I'm really pleased to see you and I desperately need your help.
I hope I can be of service. Let's go.
So, Mary, how can we be of service?
You are going to help me create a very special party for a lady called Sera. We're going to create really the very best afternoon tea because it's a favourite of hers.
Oh,
Okay.
that's up your alley,
Oh,
isn't
it
it?
really is.
Sera's 3 friends are going to learn to cook, but it's really got to be a memorable party for her, to thank her for all she's done for her community. Well, as you might expect, I'm in charge of the cooking, so you don't need to worry about
thank
that.
God.
But wait a minute.
Oh.
I want you to do all the little extras.
So we're gilding the lily.
Okay.
darling.
We're what?
We're gilding the lily.
And on the actual day, you must support all the chaps.
We can do that.
Cheerleaders.
Yeah,
We can be
cheerle-
hugely hortatory.
Yeah.
And we're nothing if not zestful.
Yeah, exactly.
His vocabulary is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Zestful.
Be their beacon of positivity, as you would say. Yeah, see, I'm learning.
So, would you like to meet them?
Oh, yes, please.
I've got them on the tablets. Here goes.
Mark, Thea and Callum are all friends from Cardiff in Wales.
I know Mark 15 years now. I met him in a dance-off and I beat him.
I taught him how to two-step, and we've been mates ever since.
Mark would never admit this, but I'm a better dancer than him. I've known Callum since he was born. I'm friends with his dad.
Mark and Thea are both very bubbly, energetic, they lighten up the room.
When we're together, we just bounce off each other all the time.
Ah, they look like good guys.
This tight-knit group of friends all volunteer for a local youth charity, founded by their mate Sera.
This photo sums Sera up, full of life, smiling, happy, positive.
She is 100 miles per hour. She's very intimidating as well, I think, if you don't know her.
Sera is an absolute pillar of the community around here. In this town, everyone knows Sera.
She's strong, powerful woman, always up for a laugh, and she can dance, mind.
Sera's passion for working with young people began after one of her darkest moments.
A few years ago, Sera had breast cancer, and even when she was going through her treatment, she said to herself, if I beat this, I'm giving back. And then from that day, she hasn't stopped.
Sera set up a charity which helps young people who are struggling to find some focus in life.
Every time I have a phone call with Sera, she's always got a new project going. She's in a school, she could be in a youth club, she could be out on the street.
What a lady. I mean, that's extraordinary.
She always puts other people first. She's always looking to help someone, especially if they're down.
If the world was full of people like Sera, the world would be much easier.
Sera's charity has helped hundreds of young people find a start in life, including Callum.
When I was 16, I was looking to get into youth work, but there was no job opportunities. She offered me a traineeship in youth work, which helped me progress into the role that I'm in now. Sera had to fight so many barriers to be able just to get funding. Now I'm a youth worker, so I offer information, support and guidance to young people. I'm just so grateful for all the effort and all the support she's given me.
As well as helping local youngsters, Sera also encourages those around her to get involved. And her infectious attitude has rubbed off on Mark and Thea.
She holds a very, very, very special place in my heart. I've got a 13-year-old son who's autistic. I was having a hard time, and she told me to set up this group with the men who got children with autism to talk about it. It completely changed everything and made everything much easier for us.
I've been a firefighter nearly 18 years, and I think it's the best job in the world.
But Mark used to feel lost between shifts, so Sera stepped in.
A few years ago, Sera contacted me and asked for help bringing some children to the fire station, and seeing the look on their face and how happy they are has really given me a purpose.
Thanks to Sera, Mark now combines firefighting with teaching safety at schools. So what better way to celebrate Sera than with a feast? There's just one problem. These guys haven't got a clue how to cook.
I've never followed a recipe in my life. I can put some chips in the oven, but that's about my limit, I'd say.
If I'm in a rush, banana and sugar sandwich, butter, banana, squeeze it, sprinkle a bit of sugar, crunch, out of the door.
I'm just rubbish at multitasking, and when there's too many things going on, my brain fries a little bit and things start to burn.
My worst kitchen nightmare is when I cooked a curry. I burnt the whole thing inside the pot. I had to throw the whole thing out. It was disrespectful for me to try and clean the pot and use it again. When we're cooking, will there be paramedics on site in case we give people food poisoning?
Aren't you lucky, you see? You aren't doing the cooking.
Yes! Yes!
I think meeting Mary and her teaching me how to cook would be like me meeting Ronaldo and he teaching me how to score a goal. So I am very nervous. But if anyone deserves this, it's Sera.
I think Sera would find it hilarious that the three of us were trying to cook something. He'd be so shocked.
What could go wrong, eh?
Obviously, Sera deserves something special. You think you can work your magic with those three?
Everybody likes a challenge, and I hope I'm a good teacher, and I'm going to have success.
And that's so nice of you that you want us to test your recipes and to let us eat all of those things before. It's going to be so nice.
Tasting doesn't come on the list. Roman, I'd like you to be in charge of tea. Of course, you can't have afternoon tea without the tea itself. And so that's where I want your help.
What if I told you I've never had a cup of tea in my life?
Not even in the jungle? No. So what would you have at 4 o'clock?
A pint.
I think that you should have your very first cup of tea, just to please me.
Yeah.
Your debut sit with Dame Mary, Mary, darling.
This is my
Right.
nightmare.
So in that goes. And it's not too strong for you, so there you are. Just a sip, and then be truthful.
It looks very hot. Do I blow on it first?
This is the man who's been in the jungle and had snakes and rats and things crawling all over, and he's nervous with a hot tea.
Right. It tastes like hot water. Is that right?
Well,
Should be a little more flavour.
No.
When you go to buy the tea, there'll be people advising you.
Right,
And
okay.
choose one that you think everybody would like.
That worries me, but with Dame Mary Berry's confidence, I will take that and run with it.
Mary, I suspect you have something up your sleeve for me.
I certainly have. We're going to start off with scones, and we want the very best strawberry jam. So go to the Women's Institute and ask if they will show you how to make real strawberry jam.
Oh, be still, my heart. I've always wanted to be a member.
I'm amazed you aren't. I think you'll do it.
We're going to make this the best tea ever.
With the feast fast approaching, Thea, Callum and Mark are on their way to Mary's house for a masterclass in afternoon tea.
No pressure. No pressure.
You scared?
It's going to be bad.
Before they arrive, Mary has some news to share with the kitchen novices.
Hi Thea, Mark and Callum. I can't wait to help you with a very special surprise. I think a classic afternoon tea will be perfect for Sera.
I can't even make tea properly.
First, we'll be making small tartlets, and we'll be doing the pastry from scratch.
Pastry from scratch.
Have you ever cooked anything like this before?
You see this? I've never tasted anything like that before. I don't know what it is.
And then, an all-time classic, we'll be making scones with jam and clotted cream. What could be better?
I love a scone.
I love
Do you know
scones.
what? If you had to make a choice, scone or tart.
The reason I fancy a scone is just because I know what it is.
But these would be smaller dishes, but a bit more intricate, I reckon. So to get this right, everything's got to be on point.
And finally, a spectacular Clementine cake with buttercream and crystallised peel. This is one of my very favourite cakes. I'm sure that Sera will love it, but it's got to be right.
The only thing I don't know how to buy for the cake is the candles.
I've drafted in some amazing helpers.
Oh, yes!
We're going to be vociferous cheerleaders, aren't we, darling?
Yeah, whatever he said. But look, Mary, thank you so much. And yeah, can't wait.
See you soon.
Yeah, I think Sera will love this.
Definitely.
The guys have a lot to learn, so Mary will need all her skills to work some magic and get them ready for the feast.
Hello there.
Hello,
Good
Mary.
to see
Lovely
you.
to meet you.
Come through to the kitchen and we'll do a bit of cooking.
Thank you.
Now you're going to cook a special tea for Sera to say thank you.
That's right, yeah.
Who's going to do the tart?
That's myself, Mary.
Callum, what have you chosen?
I've chosen the scones. I've had them before at home, but I've never actually cooked them.
And so it leaves you to make a cake.
That's straight in the deep end for me.
Does Sera like cake, do you think?
She likes cake, but I don't know if she's going to like mine.
That's a difference.
That's the
There's a
difference.
difference.
We must get started. Tarts for you first. I've set a real challenge with this one. My golden red pepper, cheese and chive tartlets will look fantastic as part of Sera's afternoon tea. But making pastry from scratch is a real skill Mark will need to perfect. Now, I've got the recipe here for you, and you're not being let off the hook either. Behind you are some notebooks. If you think that there are things that he will forget, just jot a few notes.
Fantastic.
Right, have you made pastry before?
I've never made pastry before, Mary, and I'm excited to see how it turns out.
We're making a short crust pastry using 175 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of butter,
Pop that in.
50 grams of Parmesan cheese, and 1/4 teaspoon of paprika before giving it a quick blitz. I want it to look like breadcrumbs. How are you with breaking eggs?
No pressure, Mary.
I don't want any egg around the outside.
Oh, they're not the rules, surely. How's that?
That's just lovely, thank you. So in that goes like that. That's just about it. Don't overmix it. If you overwork it, it will be tough. What we want is a pastry that tastes delicious and it holds together and it's a nice crumb. A good covering of flour on the work surface and the rolling pin will keep the pastry moving easily. So you just roll that out thinly, but be aware that it could be sticking underneath. It's not, because I know what I'm doing.
But I don't. There's a big difference when I do it, Mary, I think. That's okay, let's have a go.
You're being very gentle.
Be on my gentle side now, Mary.
Try to make it even, so we don't want one thick at one end and thin at the other. An 8-centimetre cutter should get 24 identical tartlet cases, and on the day, Mark will need to make double. Go right into the corner. So not too difficult, is it?
You're making it look easy, Mary, but I'm a bit concerned I might get the pastry stuck.
Well, you must put flour underneath, lift it lightly and carefully, put it into there, and very carefully push down. But shall we make them do a bit of work over
I think
there?
they should. They got it easy there.
Make 3 holes like that.
We've done the hard bit here, so don't mess this up, yeah?
If you don't prick the pastry, it will rise up and push the filling over the side, which we would not want.
Write it down quick, Hal.
Write that down.
Your scribes.
Yes, that's what, yeah. You've seen their writing though, Mary. I'm not sure I can read it.
You're getting told that.
This really is a surprise for Sera. Does she know that you boys might cook?
No, she wouldn't have a clue.
So she'll be thrilled?
Yeah, I'd like to think so, especially when I tell her how hard we've worked to make this happen.
Well, we're not there yet, are we?
Well, no, not yet, maybe.
Mark's tartlet cases need to go in the fridge to firm up for 30 minutes, giving us a perfect amount of time to make the filling. First of all, some red pepper. Now, these are come in a jar and we've drained off the oil, and there's 3 peppers, and I'm going to ask you to cut it in little cubes. And don't think you've got off lightly. There's some chives here. Callum, will you cut those? Nice little pieces.
OK.
Watch your fingers.
I'll give it a go.
To add an extra punch of flavour to the peppers, we're adding 1½ teaspoons of sun-dried tomato paste and a large clove of crushed garlic. Thea, how are you with cutting tomatoes?
OK.
So if you cut these into 3 slices, and we'll put that straight on top of the tartlet. While Thea tests out his knife skills, we're making a savoury custard to hold the filling together. To 2 eggs, add 200 ml of double cream, Callum's beautifully chopped chives, and salt and pepper. You're so vigorous it would end up like whipped cream, so...
Sorry.
You look remarkably fit. Oh, sort of muscle.
Stop it, Mary.
Now, wait a minute. I don't call that even. Can you see you've got 1 thin slice, 1 medium slice, and 1 large slice? Can we borrow your knife and we'll let
Show us how you did that, Thea.
the maestro have a go. Come on. Thea, just watch his precision that he's doing.
Just nice and easy, Thea.
Whilst Thea carefully finishes the tomatoes, we can start to assemble the chilled tart cases. We're going to first of all put the pepper mixture into the bottom. Well done. Next, we're adding mature cheddar cheese. 175 grams of grated should do all 24 tartlets. Oh, now, wait a minute. That cheese, particularly if it's going over the edge of the pastry, you put it in the oven and that would stick to the tin and you wouldn't be able to get that out. So it's very important.
It all goes in.
Because we are seeking perfection here.
Yeah, see, Mark, you're rushing now.
That's just perfect.
OK, happy with that?
They seem to be getting the hang of it. Next up, the custard goes in nice and gently. Very important not to overfill these.
This looks harder, this bit.
He's doing very well.
Thank you very much.
To finish off the tartlets, we're decorating them with any of the evenly sliced tomatoes we can find. It really takes time, but they look so pretty and so professional. Now, steady hand, and we're going to put them into the oven. At 180 degrees centigrade fan. It's a long way for you to bend down, isn't it?
Me, just to my hamstring.
25 minutes should see them set and the pastry turn a lovely golden colour.
Wow.
They look good, don't they?
I'm impressed.
Wow, good.
They smell lovely.
Oh, wow.
Just look at those.
Wow.
Because you made such care not to spill anything here, they'll come out like a dream. Now they're ready to taste. Help yourself.
Let's go.
I'm happy with that. That's impressive.
Bang.
The chives, they're just like that little aftertaste afterwards.
You know when he says chives, just because he chopped them all up.
Working with someone like Mary, the legendary figure that she is, to be taught how to cook, it was fantastic, really enjoyed it. But when Mary isn't there, it's going to be a totally different world, I think.
While Mark is celebrating a job well done, Mary has sent Tom to the Women's Institute, who run legendary jam-making workshops.
Oh, it's a little party.
So he can meet their high standards in the creation of a perfect preserve.
So we're going to start off by cutting up the strawberries.
Oh, I say.
Nicely
It's not
done.
your first rodeo, is it? I am a little bit obsessed with the WI. Do you ever flirt with a man? I mean, as a member.
We could certainly entertain that idea.
So, Tom, pour the lemon juice over the strawberries, please.
Bit of height, just for the theatre.
And we're going to add a kilogram of sugar.
In you go. In for a penny, in for a pound, in for a kilogram.
This will need to macerate in the fridge overnight. But fortunately for Tom, the ladies have some ready to get cooking on the hob.
Oh, Hanya, it's practically a cauldron.
So you need to feel the granules,
Yes.
and once they've gone, we know we can turn the heat up and really let it boil.
You know, I can almost feel them exfoliating the spatula.
Once the thickened jam is cool, it's time to get packing.
Ready? Moment of truth.
Oh, fantastic.
And it's got a lovely shine. There we are.
Wonderful.
From Tom, brackets, new member. And the W.I. Oh! Now, this little half jar is for sampling. Oh, you've got teaspoons at the ready. Good.
It's just delicious.
Oh!
A taste of summer.
Well, let's just hope they can pull the scones off to match our jam.
I hope so. I hope so, yes.
For the scones, Mary will be giving a masterclass back at her house.
Are you ready?
I am. I'm excited to get started.
And 18-year-old Callum is taking on the challenge.
Perfection at every stage will be needed to put off this afternoon tea essential for Sera. My mini scones are delicious, halved and topped with the classics, strawberry jam and a dollop of clotted cream. Here's the recipe. If I might say, you look a little bit nervous, are you?
Yeah, I am a little bit nervous. I've never actually made scones before. So I'm a little bit nervous,
But
to be
I'm here
fair.
by your side, and you can ask me
thank
anything.
you.
Take no notice of these ruffians over
Yeah,
here.
I'm not even going to look
They're
at them.
really... It's because we've already done one recipe. They're getting quite cheeky.
Yeah.
So, to start with, I'm going to have 225 grams of self-raising flour. So in it goes. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Baking powder gives it extra rise. And then 50 grams of butter and 25 grams of caster sugar. We just rub it in with the fingertips.
OK.
Did you ever do any cookery at school?
Yeah, I did do a few lessons in school. Yeah, I can't really remember many of them, to be fair.
Each little knob of a butter has got to be squashed
OK.
like that till it looks like breadcrumbs. And also you put air into it by lifting it up. So you take on the rubbing. That's right. Now, what did I say about lifting it up to get the air into it? That's it. And you ought to make those fingers work like this.
Oh, OK.
You mentioned that Sera helped you to work with the youth. Why did you want to do that?
So I went to my local youth club at a young age, and my youth work has had quite a big influence on me. So yeah, I just wanted to give back to the community which I lived in. I love it.
And what about your parents? Were they pleased that you did that?
Yeah, 100%, and they're really proud of me.
I'm hoping I'm going to be proud of you with these scones. Now, I think he's done quite a good job. Let's have a look. Quietly, while we were chatting away, he's made that into just like breadcrumbs.
Well done.
Let's have a look at your hands, covered in flour. Just go and get a quick wash. With the dry ingredients nicely mixed, we can start adding the wet ones to form it into a dough. First up, a single egg. That's perfect. He's doing all right.
I'll be writing that down.
Yeah,
Can I write perfect?
Beat the egg, and then it's in with some milk. Now, you tell me when I get to 150.
OK. A little bit more. About there, that's it.
That's it.
Good eye, Car.
I just put that in. I'm going to leave just a little in the bottom because the best scones have a nice shiny top, and I'm going to brush it with that egg and milk. Once the dry and wet ingredients are combined, start to bring them together into a dough. I always do it with a knife. If you put your hands in there, you'll get really, really messy. Just put your finger in there. It's wet.
Yeah, it is very wet.
And that makes a good scone. I'm going to put flour on the table.
OK.
Like that. I'm going to flour my hand. Just go over and get it out, plonk it on there. I'm just lightly kneading it. Most people knead it too much, and no wonder it doesn't rise. And so I'm just pressing that out.
Remember that.
Then just roll that just a little. It's important to make sure that the dough is rolled out absolutely level.
Okay.
Because otherwise they won't look all beautifully even. This dough is enough to make 12 identical mini scones using a 5-centimetre cutter. Press down and twist like that and put them out like that.
Right, let's have a go.
Keeping the twist to a minimum should give us a perfect rise and stop the scones from falling over in the oven. You're not nervous now, are you?
No, I'm not now.
He's got a delicate touch pushing them out.
Soraya will be proud of you, wouldn't she, Mark?
Do you know, I'd say that she's very, very proud of him. So I think when she realises that he's done all this as well, even more brownie points made.
The dough will need to be brought together again to cut out the rest of the scones. And the second lot that you stamp out, you want to be just a little bit higher because they won't rise quite as much because we've handled them.
I've never written so much.
Look, you're back in school again.
It's like it's been a while since I've been in
Look how
school.
neat yours is.
Do you remember that we kept back a little bit of
Yes.
beaten egg? And so if you brush the tops, it'll make it shiny. But don't let it drip down the side.
Okay.
Because it will seal and stop it rising. And then,
Okay.
so just go just on the top. And that's it. Remember, we're only making 12 here.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a gang coming, so you've got to double the recipe when you're making it.
Yes, okay.
That wasn't too bad, was
No,
it?
it wasn't too bad.
I think you've done well there, my man. Serious.
The scones go into a fan oven at 200 degrees. And open the oven at the last minute. I want to keep the heat in for about 12 minutes. Enough time for them to rise and shine. Oh, they look just right. Well done.
Oh, look at them.
What do you think?
Yeah, they look really good.
Do you know, I think they look absolutely perfect, mate. Absolutely perfect.
These are the best because we made them.
Yeah.
Who's going to pour the tea?
Go on, I'll pour it for
Come
you.
on then. Traditionally, you don't cut a scone in half.
Oh, okay.
You just pull it apart.
See, I didn't know that. I thought you cut it.
Yeah, I thought you cut it.
So take them and just break them in half. And in fact, there is usually a
Yeah,
natural
line.
little
Yeah.
line. That's it.
Wow.
We didn't overwork them, so they should be nice and light. So first of all, the jam, no need really for butter. So put a generous amount on top.
Go in for it.
And this is beautiful clotted cream. I think everybody's going to love them.
That's beautiful, that is.
That's really nice. If Sera knew I was making scones right now, she'd be quite shocked, I think.
You could tell the crunch when you bit into it.
Yeah. Now the pressure's on. The thing I'm concerned about doing it on my own is making sure the measurements are right and then making sure I have the right consistency with the dough.
I think they're really absolutely scrumptious, and you've done a very good job.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well done, Carl.
Callum.
With the lads taking their first steps into the unfamiliar world of cooking, Roman is also heading into the unknown by hunting for a tea worthy of Soraya's celebration.
Hello. I massively need your help. Do you sell tea?
Yes. Over 600 types, actually.
600 types.
But with so much on offer and having only tried one cup in his life, the pressure's on Roman to impress Mary with the right type of tea. First up, the smell test.
I thought you should at least try Earl Grey.
Okay, yeah, we're getting a big smell off that.
We actually have a tea-cold tea party if you'd like to see that.
You have a tea called tea party?
We do. Can you guess what's in there?
Mint.
No, this is pineapple and orange with cornflowers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Pineapple and
Okay.
orange.
Once you say it to me, I get a little bit of orange. How expensive are these?
I think it's 40 or 50 pounds.
40 or 50 quid?
But that's not even our most expensive. It has 24 karat gold in it.
It just looks like glitter. How much is this?
574, I believe, for 50 grams.
£574. Oh my word. Okay, well I don't really know if I've got the budget for that. See, this is like, I don't really know what to do. I'm struggling.
Let's hope the taste test clears things up, or this afternoon tea will be missing a key element.
So this one is the green tea with strawberry. You don't need to gargle it.
I can taste some strawberry. Can I try it with a little bit of sugar?
Sure.
Tea's great, just put a load of sugar in it.
There you go.
It feels like a helping hand might be needed.
Tom,
How's your tea hunger?
I've got a couple of favourites. There's one that's made out of actual gold, Tom.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
Have you got a benevolent advisor in the shop?
Are you benevolent? No, her name's Dominique.
I think I have a lot of faith in you as a helmsperson of tea.
I'll see you at the feast, all right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
See you, darling.
I'll see
Good
you.
luck.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll grab them all. Let's do it.
Right.
We'll take that one. We'll take that one. One of them. One of them. That one. Got the tea.
Back at Mary's house, and with the one-to-one cooking lessons nearly over,
And now, Thea, it's your turn.
the pressure's on Thea to take on all 4 layers of Mary's Clementine cake, a creation worthy of a thank you feast for Sera.
So there's your recipe. You know, we've done it with the others. Gosh, they got their notebooks out.
Start, we're ready to go, Mary.
First up, we're getting ahead with the decoration. Made by crystallising strips of the skin of 2 clementines. I'm going to take the peel off and then I'm going to cut it into strips.
So much dedication and preparation. And
It's all preparation, but...
it's something like I would never think of this.
So how about you doing that one?
Watch your fingers.
Yeah, watch your fingers.
He's doing them beautifully. To make a sticky glaze, use 4 tablespoons of marmalade and add in 2 more of water.
It's amazing how you don't waste anything.
I try not to waste. And so with this recipe, there is no waste. We like a bit of steam.
Lovely smell.
So you see it's bubbling away there. That will cook the peel. Once it's nice and sticky, toss the rind in 100 grams of caster sugar.
It reminds me of crispy beef on the Chinese.
Well, it'll taste a little bit different, but it does look like it. I think you're right. Rather than heading to the takeaway, we're separating the strips and lying them out to dry. It's going to look so special on top. And it's amazing how quickly it'll become crunchy. So let's just get rid of that. I'll put it over here. Then we'll get on to the actual making of the cake.
Deep breath.
In the cake and the icing goes a clementine, and I've already cooked a clementine here. I boiled it for about 20 minutes, terribly, terribly gently. Once the whole fruit is blitzed to a rough pulp, half will go into the cake mix and half is saved for our icing. Can you crack those 4 eggs into there?
Oh, look at the technique of that.
Here.
That was with a bit of panache, wasn't it? To 4 expertly cracked eggs, we're adding 225 grams of baking spread, 275 grams of caster sugar.
All of it?
Yep, tip it all in. 275 grams of self-raising flour and a teaspoon each of mixed spice, cinnamon and baking powder. We're going to mix all this together. Right, so keep it upright. You can even make it faster now.
Hey!
It's faster than your car.
Right, now we're going to put half this clementine pulp in here. Adding the pulp gives it a real strong clementine flavour. I've lined and greased 2 loose-bottomed sponge sandwich tins to split the mixture between to give us 2 identical cakes. That was a good idea, wasn't it?
That should be half.
I think you're a dab hand at that. Can you see over there?
Oh, wow.
That is exactly half.
It is.
Thank you, Mary.
Well done. Now level them off. Once the cakes are level, they go into a fan oven at 160 degrees. There we are. 25 minutes should be enough time for them to rise and turn golden.
Let's have a look.
How about a little clap for this? He's done well.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay, that's enough.
Well done.
Now, how do we know those are done? Because it'll spring back.
It's like memory foam.
Once they have been carefully turned out, the cakes can be left to cool. Now to the clementine icing. First of all, we've got the butter, 225 grams. We're adding 350 grams of icing sugar and the remaining clementine pulp.
How many times a week do you cook? Do you bake cakes?
How many times? I just bake when people come round. I'm not doing it all the time. You think I do, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, so upright to start with. Hand over. And you can now take the beaters out. No, turn it off first.
Lovely kid. Lovely kid.
You can see the consistency and it's beautifully creamy. With our icing ready, we're all set to turn our 2 cakes into the 4 layers that will make this a perfect centrepiece for the party.
So, Mary, we're going to cut through the middle of these cakes.
We are.
What are you going to use, a laser?
That's a good idea. I thought a bread knife. I don't actually have a laser on hand.
OK.
So I'm going to step back and do a sawing action here, halfway between. And so you move the cake round. Tell me if I'm doing it properly. You can see from down there.
That looks a lot easier than it is, I'm telling you.
OK, I want you to cut this one.
OK.
I think this is probably the hardest part of all of it.
Who needs a turntable when he can spin it like that?
He used to be a DJ, I think.
He's doing well, yes. It isn't an easy thing to do.
No,
it's
not.
tough, that.
Well done.
Yeah,
That's
well done, mate. That was
absolutely
good.
perfect.
You can breathe now.
To make sure each layer has an equal amount of icing, divide it into 4 before the cake is assembled. So on with the layers. This is nice and soft. So we're just going to spread this all round. And it is, as you can see, important to have it really well beaten. With 1 layer on, it's as simple as repeating the process with all 4 layers. One of your most favourite things is your banana sandwich. Do you do it with such precision?
No, I just grab the bread, put a banana, squeeze it, and off I go.
Well, I think you're going to not get to that speed with the cake. Without doubt, this was the most tricky thing to make, and he's making a very good job of it. And then we're going to put the icing on the top. It gives a really nice finish. And then we've got, for decoration, crystallised clementines. And it's quite nice to sort of cross them a bit, informally in the circle around the outside.
That looks amazing, to be fair.
Lovely. I'm so proud because coming from making banana sandwiches to that is like, honestly, I'm really proud.
I
What
think
do you think,
I
boss?
think you can have that.
Ah, we're full of admiration.
Thank you very much. It still haven't sunk in that I cooked with Dame Mary Berry. She helped me. I baked a cake with her.
What you've got to do now is go home and practice and get them absolutely perfect for that feast.
I think Soraya's going to be proud of me and she's going to be shocked at the same time. That's if I pull it off, though.
It's great when you've got Dame Mary next to you, but when you're on your own with no other assistance than a recipe in front of you, I think it's going to be a different story. So watch this space.
Back in Cardiff, and with the feast only days away, the beginner cooks have to get practicing. So Thea has headed over to Mark's.
Right, where am I starting here?
While Callum is flying solo. They'll be rehearsing an afternoon tea to thank Sera for everything she's done for their community. That's if they can pull it off.
How do I get open it? Oh, there it is.
To settle their nerves, Mary has a few reminders.
Callum, best of luck with those scones. Don't forget that glaze on the top to make them nice and shiny. Mark, good luck with those tartlets. Roll the pastry very thinly. Thea, stay cool and calm. And when it comes to splitting those sponges, do it with precision.
Yes, my man. You ready or what?
I think I am.
Let's do this.
So, Mark, do you know who does this well?
Yeah.
What are you saying in the future?
What do you mean?
You know, people get burger vans
burger
and
van.
hot dog vans. Well, we'll get a cake van.
Yeah, we can only make tartlets and thing though.
That's fine. That's the brand.
Thea and Mark might be planning the future, but Callum is struggling with the here and now.
I've done this wrong. I think I was definitely supposed to rub the butter in before I added the egg. Hopefully, it won't make a difference.
Why can't you just buy these trays, Mark, with these non-stick proof things in them?
I don't know, mate. See if this works. No. This is the hardest part so far.
I'm really worried this is not the same colour as Mary's, Mark. The gun's broke.
It's telling that's burnt out, that is. What are you going to do now?
Do it by hand. The good old-fashioned way.
We're sweating our backs out, you know, mate.
While Mark and Thea grapple with technology, it's the recipe that's causing headaches over at Callum's.
Oh no, I was supposed to beat the egg with the milk because I was supposed to leave a little bit in the jug at the end to collect the scones. Oh no. Right, I'm just gonna add another egg. I'm just gonna do it. But I'm not gonna add all of it. Or do I add all of it? I don't know. Right, let's crack the egg in. Like, this is why I have takeaways. It's so much easier. Maybe I'll just create a whole new recipe. Who knows?
There might be a few dodgy ones, because I've had to throw this pastry back together twice. And I don't want to let Mary down either. She worked hard with us the other day.
I don't know how this is going to work.
I don't think that's going to work, bro.
Do you want to have a go? There you go, Mark.
That's coming faster than level 3 on there.
I think I've got more scones than I did with Mary, and I think that's because I've added an extra egg. So Mary had 12 and I've got 18. So Mary, if this goes well, you can just switch up your recipe.
That's it, the knife's coming out the other side now.
Ah! Damn. Ah! I wish Mary was here now.
Thea isn't the only one seeing things go from bad to worse.
Yeah, I burnt the scones. Maybe not all. Yeah, all of them. Oh no!
They smell lovely, Mark.
Oh my days. Shall we go? So next time, a little bit of extra seasoning.
Decent.
Mark might have some small adjustments to make, but Thea has bigger problems on his plate.
I'm not sure what to say, my man. There's lots of learning points, isn't there?
It's just a mess, Mark. You can walk up it.
Maybe
Look at the different steps.
Maybe you could call it like a ski slope cake.
I'm not happy, Mark.
And there's supposed to be a natural line so you can split the scone into half, but this one's so flat it'll just crumble like that. I would not want to serve these to Sera on the feast day.
For their fantastic feast, Mary has organised a spectacular venue fit for a celebration, Lanley Hall, near Cardiff. And Thea, Mark and Callum are ready to put their cooking to the test as they try and pull off a thank you surprise.
Look how nice it is.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yes.
Soraya's going to love it.
2 weeks ago, all these friends could manage was a banana sandwich. But today, they will attempt to cook an afternoon tea for 15 to say thank you to Sera for changing the lives of so many young people.
She's going to have the complete shock of her life when she walks through the door.
Sera is totally unaware of what's going on. She's just been told to come for an interview at 6 p.m.
Look at this place.
Oh, wow.
Oh, come on.
Look at that.
That's a proper
This is what I'm
setup,
talking
this.
about.
Yes, my man, ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Right, I've got my scales, I've got my flour, so everything needs to be spot on. I cannot burn those scones, and if I do, then the day is completely ruined.
Right, 50 grams of Parmesan. All the work we've done could be undone if today doesn't go well.
I know we want to impress the guest. We want to impress Mary as well.
You want her to be proud of you, because she spends a lot of time with us.
This has been a nightmare keeping the secret from Sera. A nightmare. She'll ring me, I won't call her back. She'll message me, won't call her back, because it had to stay a secret.
Getting this pastry right, that's my biggest thing.
I'm trying to keep it all in long strips, like Mary said.
To pull off the ultimate afternoon tea, Mark is in charge of top-notch tartlets, Thea has to carry off the cake, and Callum must get those scones spot on.
Oh, what? I've added 225 grams, and I've read the flour one instead of the caster sugar. I thought that was quite a lot, to be fair, sugar, so I need to take that out.
It's okay, don't worry. We'll get there.
The boys might be cooking up confusion in the kitchen, but help is on its way.
So here we are in Wales, not the best of days.
But we're compensating inside with taxi bling.
Is this on your rider request, Mary? That you have to have a
Well,
cab so
I do
nice?
like it to be special.
Mary, talk to me. How are the three lads getting on?
Well, in the practice, they didn't do that well, really.
Okay.
Well, they do say a bad dress rehearsl, a good opening night, don't they?
Fingers
Well,
crossed.
let's hope. He needs that behind him, I can tell you.
Yes.
How you getting on, Mark?
Sweating hard, brother. Sweating hard.
I can definitely feel the pressure, 100%.
With time lost to a false start, Callum needs to focus on getting his scone mix spot on.
This time, I need to make sure I add the egg into the jug with the milk together.
For Mark, it's his old foe, the food processor.
Hey, why am I struggling with this, pal?
You've got to twist like that and make sure all that's connected on the top.
Oh, I got it. I'm in.
Got it, yeah?
I'm in.
And with so much to do, Thea is already up against it with his cake.
I'm quite behind, but at the same time, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just making sure there's a certain colour, Mary said.
With the friends up against it in the kitchen, it's essential the other elements of the afternoon tea are ready to go.
Tom, how did you get on with your strawberry jam?
I have to tell you a secret about the WI. They are ineffably naughty.
That's because you encouraged them. Go on.
But I
So
do
how did you
have
get on?
something menacing my ankles down here.
Gosh gracious.
Tom's prodigiously packed preserve.
That is a beautiful label. Little picture of Tom on it. And so how about your tea?
Are you serious? That's like the most teacher's pet thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, Roro!
How am I meant to follow that?
Well, I see a big package down there.
So, I didn't just get tea because I wanted to go above and beyond. So, ready. Take a look.
And
It's a Welsh dragon.
It's a Welsh dragon indeed. I just thought it would be very apt for today.
what a brilliant pot for a tea party. It's gargantuan.
And it's going to keep cosy.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes.
So there we go. So we've got our tea party tea
Right.
in a Welsh red dragon tea cosy. Be honest though, Mary, who's done better?
I think you've both done exceedingly well.
Yeah, but
I don't have favourites.
yeah.
But jam and tea alone won't be enough to pull off a fantastic feast for the 15 guests involved in Soraya's charity. And in the kitchen, it's crunch time.
You got this, Mark.
Concentrating now.
Yeah.
It's important to make sure it's bang on in half because one base could be higher than the other. I think I'm going to have to speed up a little bit.
With timings becoming all important, Mary and her helpers have arrived. And while Tom and Roman get the table set, Mary wants to check in on the chefs.
Hello, Mary.
Oh, hi,
Hello, all of you.
Lovely to see you.
Mary!
Perfect timing.
So, Mark, you're making your tarts.
I certainly am.
Seems to be a surplus of flour everywhere.
Well, I remember you saying keep flouring my rolling pin as well.
Now, just look at that.
Is that too much?
If you have more flour, they won't taste as nice.
While Mark is racing to get his tartlet cases in the fridge,
Love the shirt.
Thank you, Mary.
Callum is rolling his dough, something he got disastrously wrong at home.
That looks good. You don't want to roll them out too much.
Okay.
So we've really got to get a move on. Everybody's going to arrive and you're not going to have finished.
Okay,
All
I'll
of
do
you
my
have
best.
got to get moving because we can't have an empty table.
No.
With the charity volunteers due to arrive any minute,
Et voila.
Mary has tasked Tom and Roman with making sure the dining room is fit for a very special feast.
No, you scum.
One's
No,
fine.
don't, you're teasing.
It's fine.
No, don't do it.
I won't.
Because I think, you see, the thing is that Ro,
But it will all be in vain if there is no food worthy of the occasion.
Fingers crossed, they'll come out and they won't be burnt.
When I serve mine, they're much better warm, so the timing has got to be even more on point.
As the boys race to finish, Mary has sent some moral support.
it's all rather frenetic in here, isn't it? Hello. I have a present for you.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. I love your little face on it.
Well,
That's
yes.
brilliant.
And they're just in time for Thea's all-important cake slicing.
If you get this wrong, have you got time to make another one?
I haven't got time to make another one, but I have got time to find the nearest door. Moment of truth, then.
That's it. Oh, I think angle up a
I
bit.
think I can
John.
watch.
No, that's good. That's good. He's got some purchase on that.
You know.
Keep your nerve. Oh, can you feel my heart? Nearly there.
Don't rush, you know.
very good.
With the first cake flipped
My word!
and separated,
Oh, yeah, that was surgical.
Thank you, Ronan.
the buttercream icing can help glue and hide any stray crumbs.
There's no rest in this kitchen whatsoever.
Any mistakes now could put their night in jeopardy as the guests have arrived.
You've got to hurry up now.
Need to get rocking and rolling, don't we? They look the part. Whether they'll taste it is soon to be revealed.
Last minute touches now, boys, which are crucial. Come on, I got this. I think we're done.
With the finishing touches complete and the guests all seated,
You all look sensational.
the anticipation is building, and it's time to thank Soraya for all the lives she's changed.
Soraya!
Oh my God!
That is your throne there.
Just
Soraya.
that one
Thank
there.
you. Where am I? Oh, yeah.
Please make yourself comfortable.
This is amazing. It's amazing. I've never expected anything like this.
Now, I'm really sorry, Sera, because we did drag you here under false pretenses, but it was the naughty notion of 3 extremely special people who hold you very dear. So I think, let's get them in. It's Thea, Mark, and Callum.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
So, Soraya, these 3 chaps have worked really hard putting on this incredible afternoon tea. I mean, look,
I just thank you.
but Soraya, it would be a lie if I said they didn't have some help, and it would be even more of a lie if I said the help came from Tom and I. So I think there's someone special that you need to meet. Dame Mary Berry!
Gorgeous, Sera.
Thank you.
These 3 wonderful boys have prepared a feast for you. They have pulled out the stops for you, and I'm enormously proud of them. They've done a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you.
We just want to do something special for you today, just to show our appreciation for everything you do for us and everyone else.
And I just wanted to say a massive thank you. I wouldn't be in the position where I am now without you.
Thank you for everything.
Come on, man.
All right.
Come on.
Thanks for everything you told me about my son and everything you do and continue to do for people's lives with charity. Thank you.
I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Right, my darling. Proud of you.
Before the feast can begin, Mary needs to check on an important detail.
I want to see inside that cake. It looks magnificent, but can you cut it?
Yes, Mary.
Can you believe that he's made it?
No, I can't. Absolutely. Wow, look at that. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. Wonderful.
And in here is all the evidence for you to take home.
Thank you. Thank you. Lost for words.
Mary has put together a memento of their experiences, filled with photos and pictures of their time together. With the party off to a fantastic start, Mary, Tom and Roman's work is done.
Can't put a price on this. I'll treasure this.
Thank you very much.
And it's time to get stuck into those scones.
Amazing. They're really good. These are good. So obviously learned something.
Yeah, it was
You
good.
take this back to the youth club.
Callum, these are lovely.
Thanks, mate.
They are really nice.
My scones, they went really well. Everybody loved them, so...
So we'll have another one, thank you. It's fabulous, isn't it?
You could cook. I think I'll have it around for Christmas.
I'm really proud of Callum. Bearing in mind he couldn't make toast at the start of this, and now he's had the confidence to make this today, and they come out spot on.
I cannot believe that little Callum made all them scones, but this is just something special. Really, really special.
All that hard work and preparation over the past few weeks would just made it all worthwhile when we seen Soraya's face.
I think they will, do you? Well, you know that anyway, don't you? Lovely. Really nice.
Really good.
Well done, Mark.
Thanks very much.
Out of 10? 10.
Take care. I'm absolutely buzzing to be able to give something back and show our appreciation, the effort we've made over the last few weeks. I think it was well worth it.
This is really good. It's like flake in your mouth, sort of pastry.
I'm feeling really overwhelmed and really, really honoured. This day has just been wonderful. I got so many wonderful friends around me. I'm just so lucky. I feel like I won the lottery.
You happy with that? Nice, decent, lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you. The experience has been absolutely fantastic. I've loved it. I think I can make my own pastry, no. So I think we could pull this off, no. Everyone's asking for more, and I can't ask for more than that.
Mary, Tom and Roman can start the journey home safe in the knowledge it's a job well done, leaving the friends to enjoy the party.
That really was so beautiful, and Sera was so touched.
I don't think I've ever been to a lovelier tea party.
All three of them did it on the day with great precision.
They pulled it off
They
when it
did
mattered.
indeed.
And the results were perfect.
They said the tea was great as well. They said
You made that up.
all in all, a job well done. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well done.
Right, finally, who would like a slice of cake?
Yes, let's go.
Yep.
Honestly, it looks
Oh, it's your
amazing.
cake, pal.
I think you bought it from a shop.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Lovely.
Appreciate it. Can you taste the cinnamon in there? Oh. It gives you that little kick, see?
You'd be opening a restaurant next, you what?
It's been really good working as a team together. I think we bonded even more, which is mad, because, you know, you bond about maybe sport or stuff. The bond we got now, we can speak about cooking stuff, and I'm probably going to send you recipes. And do you fancy coming over and cooking and enjoying this?
Look what Roman brought us. Anyone want a cup of tea?
Oh, yes,
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, I didn't have any idea at all of what was going on. At Entry, what they've done is just wonderful. I'm very, very lucky to have people like that, and I can't thank them enough.